new tech passion. This is going to be mostly about tech, so you can learn about that. But first, a little bit of a business update. I'll tell you what SkipIt is. So, do you want to be able to skip video ads? That's really the question, right? Yeah? All right, so let's get started. So you probably despise these today. These are video ads. They're 15 seconds long. They're 30 seconds long. They're a minute. They get in the way of the content that you want to get to. So we created SkipIt. It solves a simple solution. It allows you to skip video ads. So when a video ad plays, the SkipIt invitation appears in the upper left-hand corner and allows you to click on it and skip it. So how does it work? Well, the first time that you click on the SkipIt invitation, you can then sign up with your Twitter, Facebook, or Google Plus account. And then from there, you can skip to your heart's content. And you'll even start with 5 free skips. So, we produce over 17 million skippable video ads a day, and that is counting every day. And what's our business model? Well, it costs you, the consumer, 10 cents. And if you don't want to pay for it, then we have something called SkipIt Offers. SkipIt Offers allows you to earn free skips, so you can use those free skips to skip video ads all over the net. So, we're going to turn it over to Andrew now, and he's going to talk tech.
Thanks, Kevin. So I'm going to talk about our application stack, kind of all the way from the client right down to reporting, but obviously I have to go really fast, so I'm not going to talk about anything in too much detail. Our client technologies, we support Flash or HTML5, depending on whatever format the website's using. Mostly it's Flash these days, but that's kind of shifting. Oh, clicker's not working. There we go. So we have something we call SOS, which is the SkipIt OS. The publisher, which is the website that's showing the ad, they load that along with their ad and give the SOS access to the ad. The SOS can pause it, play it, skip it, obviously. And then all they have to do is click one time and the SOS takes over and does what it needs to do and notifies the publisher of the action. The SOS talks to our API, which is open and RESTful. Our website also uses the API. Basically, that's the only access to our data. It's PHP, runs on Apache servers, returns whatever you might need, and eventually we're going to have third-party access via API keys, much like anyone else. Sorry! So our back-end database is Cassandra, which for anyone using Cassandra? Wow, 1 person, 2 people, 3 people, okay. So it's a NoSQL storage solution. It's created by Facebook. It uses key value pairs basically. It easily scales. You can add nodes to it while it's running, while it's live, no problem. It provides all the redundancy we need. It's super duper fast for writing, like ridiculously fast. And it basically can't go down, so they say. There's some disadvantages though. It has no indexing, or very limited indexing. It's so new that no one's using it, so it's kind of hard to get scored. And it is an eventually consistent model, which means when you write something to it and you read it back, it might not be the same yet. So we're using it because we handle a ton of traffic. As Kevin mentioned, it's 17 million. That could double in a day if we signed a new publisher. And so we need to be able to scale very quickly. We store everything in it except our reporting data because, as I mentioned before, it has no indexing, so reporting is kind of tough. We had to write a whole indexing system ourselves to be able to get our data out, and we had to create a whole framework because it's so new. There wasn't really a good PHP framework yet. So in order to do reporting, since Cassandra has no joins, no indexes, and no real query language, we had to write a system for aggregating our data in real time into Cassandra, which it does, and then we can pull that data out in real time and get real-time traffic information. But in order to generate complex reports, we created a daemon process that looks for changes, pulls out what we need, and writes it to MySQL. And that's it. It's time for a quick demo.
Ladies and gentlemen, the most wonderful demo you've ever seen. Andrew is stepping up to the computer and then going onto the internet, where the video ads are. This is TetrisFriends.com. They're one of our publishers that supports SkipIt. He's going to play a game of Tetris, and the first thing you're going to see is a video ad, and that video ad will also have the SkipIt invitation on it. Skip this ad for free. He clicks it, boom, skip the video ad, on to Tetris. It is that easy. All right, that's it. We're ready for questions. Oh, yeah, sure. All right, let's go right here. Absolutely. The question is, why would a publisher want someone to skip the video ad? And that's an awesome question. That 10 cents that we charge the consumer, we split that with the publisher. The publisher makes dramatically more money by having someone skip the ad than actually watching the ad. As a matter of fact, most publishers make somewhere between $4 to $5 CPMs or 1,000 times that they play the video ad. With SkipIt, they can make $30, $40, $50, $60 CPMs.
Wouldn't that pose a problem in the long run, though, about advertisers not wanting to go to that company if they know that they support Skip?
Absolutely, that's also a great question. We've actually talked with hundreds of advertisers, and advertisers are interestingly very interested in having users skip their own video ads. The reason being, the advertiser wants to create a great relationship with the consumer, and would rather have the consumer have the ability to skip it than to be, quite frankly, pissed off that the video ad is playing. Question over here in the back.
Just being honest, I don't want to pay to skip it, I'll get up and walk away and get a drink or something.
Sure, absolutely. That's a great question, or I mean, that's a great statement. Basically what she was saying is that she's not going to pay to skip the video ad, she's just going to get up and go get a glass of water and then come back. And obviously we recognize that there are millions of users who will also be doing that and not paying to skip. As a matter of fact, that's what you do every day today, right? You just bail from the ad. As a matter of fact, 16 to 37% of people actually bail from video ads every day.
Free skips.
All right, we have one here.
Oh, go ahead.
How many people are actually skipping the ads versus just watching them or not paying the 10 cents?
Sure, that's a great question. Some other information for you guys to know. SkipIt is a new product. We launched just about 140 days ago, and we've had some pretty great success so far with skipping. As a matter of fact, most users that sign up for their account are using all of their 5 free skips within the first 2.5 days that they've signed up for the account, and then they're funding their accounts with additional cash to continue to pay to skip. But it's small scale right now because we've only been live for 140 days. Over here.
So, do advertisers just have the opportunity to customize the skip?
Great question.
For instance, can I say, I already love skipping.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Let me see if I'll answer your question correctly. We're actually working on a version of SkipIt offers that allows the offer, basically the invitation that you saw come out from the left-hand side. We recognize who the advertiser is, and then we can actually present an offer to the user based on that advertiser basically when the video ad plays.
Free skips. Hey, Kevin.
Right there.
So two technical questions.
Yep.
Why not Hadoop, and is the API version and all the methods versions as well?
We're looking into using Hadoop. We're not currently using Hadoop. Cassandra has, if you'd like, Cassandra has Hadoop support kind of built in, but it's pretty limited. So we're kind of working on building into that, but we're just not quite there yet. There just hasn't been time.
And is the API version and are all the methods version as well?
Yes, although they're all version 1, and like I said, it's not open quite yet. So.
Right here.
So I've actually used SkipIt because you guys are with PCH.com. So went through there and actually saw it the other night and went, what the hell is this? Then I saw this and said, well, that'll be interesting. I'll find out what they're doing. How are you guys going to deal with user fatigue? The example being PCH.com. You know, they got bazillion skips that you go through, right? You click, click, click. They put a video between every one. They'll play the same video 10 times. Well, if I have to pay 10 cents each time I click for the same ad on the same site, I'm going to stop using SkipIt real quick.
It's an awesome question, and basically what he was saying, basically the question he was asking is, if you're on a site that basically a publisher that to some degree plays probably more video ads than you'd like to be playing, and it's basically an interstitial video ad where you play a level actually kind of like Tetris, where you play a level and there's an interstitial ad and you play another level of the game, if there's going to be user fatigue. It's a great question, and we're still discovering that. And in some cases, there's absolutely going to be user fatigue. And on the opposite side, if you look at it from the publisher's perspective, they could be doing a better job of presenting credible ads to you that you're interested in, so that there's not as much of a need to skip every single one of them, right? so that they can help support that fatigue problem that's going on.
Well, we're out of time, thanks.
Oh, thank you. SkipIt is hiring. If you sign up for an account, you're going to get 5 free skips. All right?
Great job.
All right, let's welcome Kevin from Reflections.